Hello again. It's been almost a year that we have been here in the Haute-Savoie in the mountains. We've just found our first porcini mushroom. A little bit wet, but nevertheless it can be very nice in a risotto or a pasta dish. I guess I'm a little bit sad that when we speak about healing and growing, we automatically kind of think about maybe something external, another person who comes to heal us or help us. But clearly our journey on a soul level is to do this work ourselves. And for a long time now in our so-called civilized world, we have been focusing on the mind and the body, and very little really on our heart. When we mention the heart, people say, oh yes, of course, the heart, it's all part of the mind, or oh yes, of course. Even mentioning the word of love, we kind of belittle it because we have a very wide variety of conceptions of what love is. So I thought in this talk I'll change the words and I speak about music. The music in all of creation, the music in all living being, and the music in ourselves. Now we can imagine the music, we can try to control the music, we can try to think of some kind of sound or music, but ultimately the true music of our being is created by our heart. Now, because we've grown up in a civilization which has become partly separate from the creation of all, from a true communal life, from love, from compassion, from soul wisdom, we have all on some level become wounded. If we talk about music, then the instrument which creates this music, our heart, has become hurt. And while we can continue to imagine that everything is okay, and yes, I can hear the music, oh yes, I can really clearly hear it very well, ultimately it is through our heart that we can feel this energy of love and what I call sacred sadness. Sacred sadness is really the path to connect us to where we still long to forgive, long to grow more, long to feel more love and compassion, long to maybe gain understanding, soul understanding. It's not easy to acknowledge that partly our instrument, our heart, is broken. Thoreau, a French philosopher, lived in America, said that most people live in a state of quiet desperation. But we're not quite sure what to do about this quiet desperation. So we try to be busy, we try to be successful, we try to do things, we try to know things, we read, we listen to music. Music, yes, but is it the music of our heart? The music of what still longs to grow more towards love and compassion and who we truly are, and a life in harmony with all of creation. How can we hear the music if we live a stressful life? How can we hear the music if we're so absorbed in our mind? We go out there in nature with our mountain bike and we're toiling ourselves, we're pushing ourselves to achieve more, rather than maybe put the bike away, sit down, be still, and feel. And listen. Don't listen with your mind. Listen with your heart. Feel with your heart. We have, in our so-called civilized world, largely forgotten how to do this. And in this age, there is more and more gadgets, more and more distractions, more and more noise, more and more stress, more and more demands. To some extent because we've chosen a way of life which deviates from a life which is really simple. And I believe that Jamie and I, we've consciously actually chosen to let go of a lot of our security and our possessions and our comfort, because we felt that it takes us away from truly hearing the music. The less possessions, the less activity, the less distractions, the more we can hear this music again. A lot of people go into nature and they're trying on some level, consciously or unconsciously, to connect with something. And of course nature offers us this music, this energy. And in truth, we're meant to be a part of this energy. We're meant to vibrate with this energy. But because we've all become wounded over many, many generations, in a way, the instrument which creates that music, hears that music, and can be in harmony with that music has become broken. So I believe very much that the most important work in this life and many other lifetimes is to fix this instrument, our heart, to fine-tune it, to make it create music to an even higher vibration, so that over time we become one with this core vibration in all. It's not about knowledge, not about achieving, not about practices, not about stilling the mind, manipulating the mind, or distracting the mind. It's about feeling at the core from our heart. Like Jesus said, be as the children, for they will enter the kingdom of heaven first. To me, the kingdom of heaven is this music which surrounds us, which is the very base of all there is. We have chosen to have an experience which takes us away from this music, and in truth we then become sad. So we all have an opportunity in this life, at this time, to feel the truth in ourselves and to say, well, why am I really frustrated? Why am I really angry? Why do I feel helpless? Why am I hurt? Why am I sad? And we connect to the experiences in this life which have given us those emotions and feelings, and we can then work to transform them through our own making, our own devotion. This work takes courage, and it's not always pleasant, because things do get triggered in us. Other people trigger it, news trigger it. So then really it's up to us to take responsibility and say, no, this is how I'm feeling in myself. And the way I'm feeling is based on my own journey, my own experiences. Let me look at those experiences, let me work with them. Let me recognize that actually they help me to grow and become more conscious, and to understand and feel compassion for the other people who have been part of those experiences. So let us do this work in ourselves, and above all in our own heart, not through manipulating what's on the surface, but through transforming, feeling what is at the core, in our feeling open heart. The more we do, the more love and compassion we can feel in our life, and the more we can truly create what we all long for, a sacred life in harmony with our heart, our spirit, and the good of all people in Mother Earth. So let us all do that. And if you'd like some help with this, then please let us know. This is the work we do. Much love. Go home and back yourself. So be it. Bye.